Have you been wanting to make something beautiful? You're itching to make something pretty, but you want it to be practical too. I'm your girl today. We're going to make a really sweet wall basket. Let me show you the container I found. We have these on Calise.com and they come in a large and a small. This is the small one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add the cutest little floral accent that is so easy to do. And we're going to stick with this beautiful color palette. Check it out. Lavender, a beautiful purpley lavender color, and we're going to make this into a mail organizer. If you're like me, I don't get as much mail as I used to, but there are some things I don't want to disappear, and they're special, and I got to hold on to them. And this is the cutest way to display these in your home. So come on in, we're going to have fun, and we're going to make it together. I'm Kali, and welcome to Calise. I hope you go visit Calise.com. Everything you need is here in the description. And guess what? You can like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll get lots more notifications whenever we're live, okay? So we found a cute wall basket. It is flat on the back and it's metal, and I can just hang this in my decor. And because it's just kind of a neutral color palette here, it'll go any direction you want it to go, okay? We have a complete supply list for you guys in the description, but this is from Calise.com. All right, now we've got our basket. Once we have that, we're going to pick out some florals, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I picked this lavender colored berry because it's a winter. I love working with these berries. We have them several colors, but the lavender pulls out the great colors I want for this project. We'll need a little bit of greenery, not a whole bunch, a little bit. We're going to use this fern bush right here. And then this is where we're going to get most of our lighter greenery from, and this is a pretty lavender mixed floral bush that has a little bit of the darker purple, which we're going to get from this berry. Also, it's got a little bit of a peachy, creamy color, and then the really traditional lavender color. So between these three, you're going to have plenty to get going with. So I'm going to put those off to the side. And what I want you to do is we're going to prep our container, okay? Now, I'm going to use just a little bitty block of floral foam up here at the top. So let me bring my glue pot out, and we're going to glue a little bit of foam to the very top. Doesn't need to be a lot. So you're just going to cut you a little bitty piece. And I'm going to cut that off camera so we don't have any problems with the... I'm using a long, sharp knife that I'm going to use to put in here, okay? Just a little block of foam that we can put right over here. And I just used green floral foam. I keep the little pieces. You want this to be the hard kind, the dense kind. Use every little piece and you can really get a lot out of it. And this will be kind of what we create our design on. So very small, just a little bit here. Go ahead and put some glue on it. So I'll just bring my glue to it. Now, the only problem is there's a little hole right here. So I need something behind that to catch the glue so we don't have a big mess. And I'm going to use a little bit of Spanish moss back here. So that'll catch any glue that goes through. Now I'm going to take my little block and we'll just push it on, okay? Easy as pie. And if you are making this to sell, I'm going to recommend you put a little Gorilla Glue behind that just to extra secure it. So you know you're not going to lose this piece of foam to the metal. It works really good with metal. So you know what? I should have put, I probably would have put a little on there anyway. So I'm just going to hit it from the corners a little bit with a little dab. But you can put it right underneath. Okay, and it takes a longer to dry, but the hot glue sets up right away and you can start to get to work, okay? So as we put things into the foam, I will glue it in, but we're going to get started with little bits of greenery in the background. So grab your fern. We're going to use it first. This is that fishtail fern. So just cut off 2 pieces of that. And don't forget the supply list is here in the description of the video. And you guys, if you're not on our text list, that's also in the description, but you can get on there. Text us the word VIP to 832-734-5201. And then you will get on our text list and we'll text you whenever there's a new video out. So what I'm doing here is I am doing what's called pushing this bush up. So it usually should, there it goes, should be a little bit easier. Because I don't need this long and lanky. I need it shorter because this is going to be just a delicate little embellishment behind everything, okay? So we're going to do that with both of them. And just grab it with your wire cutters and pull it up. That usually works the best. Come on, buddy. Okay, separate these out and you need to decide, do you want to go this way or do you want to go this way? It could depend where you're going to hang it on your wall. I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, these don't need to be too long, just a little bit. Now I'm dipping those in the glue pot. That's off camera, but they're going to get a little bit of glue on them and just pop in. We're going to go opposite. So this is not about a big dramatic floral. This is like a sweet little touch. If you do craft shows, these kind of projects are genius because you can embellish all kind of fun stuff and it goes so good with your wreaths that you sell. So we're going to do the same thing with one of these pieces here. So just cut this off. You can tear it a little and cut it. This is our pretty little lavender. And the key is we're going to take and break it down into cute little sections. So we're going to do this right here. You guys, if you're not on our text list yet, you want to text us the word link. If you're on there, text us the word link, and we're going to send you the link for design school. It is not open year round, but we do take new students in the spring and the fall. So if you want to get on the list to get a spot next time it's open, you send us the word link. So if you're already on the list, just type on the text list, just type link. If you are not, then you want to text us at 832-734-5201. And that's where you get on that wait list, okay? That's done by email. It's super easy. So I've got the darker blue. Let's come across now with this cute little piece. You see how it's leaning this way? You use that to your benefit. You come down here and you make sure you have it lean that way, okay? So when you're learning to put stuff in your design, remember, we're not just shoving stuff in. It doesn't work that way. If you want to get top dollar for your pieces, you've really got to think about where everything's going in your work, okay? You got to pay attention and, you know, think about your placement. Hold on to those greenery. Let's get one more piece of this. I'm always preaching design school. You cannot just shove it in. And more pieces, more supplies doesn't equate a better quality project. That's not how it works. There has to be a thought process, placement, all this stuff. You guys, I'm breaking this down all into small pieces here. And you're going to do exactly what you did here the opposite way. Okay, so this one's here, this one goes down here. Easy peasy. Now, keep cutting these shorter. We don't want this dude to be so crazy going long and everywhere. Nope. We just want these going just sweet opposite each other, okay? And the longest pieces are the greenery we put in the back. That's called setting your perimeter. So if you're a design school student, you might be watching this video and you'll be familiar with that terminology. And that means setting the longest points in my design. Okay, and the light pink comes at the bottom. Now, I gotta leave room to pop mail in here, okay? So I don't need anything going too crazy, but this one I think would be really pretty if it come over the edge. Oh my God, it's so cute. This super simple stuff is so stinking cute. I love doing little detail work. I think it's just so fun. Okay, and notice the depth this has. You see, it's not flat. It has a nice little depth. All right, these pieces we're going to keep probably for another project because I'm going to use the fishtail fern up towards the front now. So what we're going to need to do is come in and get one more piece of it. And you can go ahead and push it down. We need this one pushed all the way down super tight without sending it off the other end if possible. Okay, and I'm going to cut this top piece off so I just have a nice little compacted piece. And now we're going to lay this in the foreground. So you can see all the thought being put into this. This is in the background. This is in the foreground. I'm layering it up, all right? And it's going to make a difference when we look at the end, okay? This little piece here, I'll cut that one down and we're going to put it right beside it, right down here. That's so cute. All right, let's do it again. Let's take this piece and push it all the way down as tight as I can and just cut a little short stem on it. And what I want you to do is cut that main one off. And basically it's just so I get a little more condensed of a cluster here. And then this cluster is going to go down low here. And we're going to have those just crisscross, okay? So pretty. Okay, let's pull that out. I'm going to go a little higher. I want it to go into the floral, not so much into the container, remember, because I'm trying to have that so we can put our little envelopes in there and still be functional. Okay, our last little piece can go here at the top, right in here. So we're doing a great job, and we're covering our mechanics, and what that means is we're covering up the foam here. So we don't see that foam. We can always come in with a touch of Spanish moss, But we're going to let these berries work for us, okay? This is going to be so fun. These are on a nice sturdy wire, so just cut these tight. So that means just a short little stem here. When you do that, you also get a little greenery. So let's cut off 3 of these. So you're not going to use every bit of materials on the supply list, but you're going to need, you know, 1/2 to 3/4 of each of the sprays. Oh my God, these are such a good berry. I mean, when you know a good berry, you know a good berry, guys. All right, let's put this one in right here. Still, that's going to come to the fore. Oh, so pretty. A little touch. You could just see how cute this is. You know what, guys? If you wanted to make this on a little piece of foam and put a little bit of Velcro up here, I bet you could make these interchangeable for the holidays. You want to make a Christmas one and just have the same container. Hey, but if it's me, I'm probably making one for every season. Because that's a great excuse to be doing it, isn't it? I think it is. We need it for every season. So we have 2 here. We're going to have 2 going down at the bottom. So just take and trim these off. We're going to trim these. All right. Let's have this one go at the bottom. Just opposite. And they kind of crisscross in here. We want this to go right through here on the other side of the foam. Perfect. It goes down a little, but now I'm going to work my way up because I don't want to go any more into my pocket. I want to be able to put cute things in there. And I'm saying like a little mail pocket, but you know what? Y'all could use it for anything you wanted. Oh my gosh, you could just go to town. Now I'm going to cut this one really short, and this one's going to kind of come just right into here. So we're going to have 3 on this side and 2 on that side. I love that. All right, just pop this little one in. Everything is getting dipped into glue before I put it in here, y'all. I got my electric skillet here. This is a little glue skillet. It's off camera, but that's what I'm dipping in as we're going into the arrangement. Now, these petite greeneries are super cute. They have a little white fleck on them, which is going to pick up the white from the container. So now my job is to fill in and camouflage this whole container where anywhere you can see the foam, okay? There's a couple of little spots, but cut these short and use them in there. Dip them in the glue, and then we're just going to pop them right in here so everything's camouflaged. That's not a big deal if you're making it for yourself, but when you're making something to sell, it's really important to me to have my mechanics hidden. I want it to look professional. And just like I would teach design school students, I'm going to teach you the exact same way. You guys, 26 years doing floral design, self-taught, just learned by the School of Hard Knocks. And I know that all of my customers through all of these years expect a level of quality, and I want to give it to them. Now this is just a sweet little project, but isn't it precious? You can still see the cute little hanger up here. That can hang up by their door. And I've got this little pocket in here. And we were doing it for mail, but if you had a tall, skinny, like electric battery operated candle that could pop in there, oh my God, it would be so stinking cute. I hope this inspires you to add floral pieces to everything in your home and just that little touch. I can't wait to use this for a mail organizer, and I am on the hunt for a skinny like pillar candle that can go in here that's battery operated, to safe to use in this container. Wouldn't that be precious if it has a little flicker and this is just hanging at the door? I think there's all kind of options to embellish things with flowers, and I know you can do it. If you haven't liked or subscribed, do that here. Follow us wherever you're enjoying this video, and make sure you're on our text list. That's our direct line to you so you never miss anything. That's 832-734-5201. You're going to text us VIP because you're a VIP in our eyes, Blue Merino, and we can't wait to see you next time. Now go have fun with flowers.